Not like the ones that I get with.
Yeah, he gets with these bisexual girls that like kissed a girl once.
Yes, the phony. That's appropriating, by the way.
This is not a test.
Check.
Yeah.
Might take my hat off for this one again.
Yeah.
Take it off, Daddy.
Take it off, Dwighty. You guys have met before, right?
Yes,
At my
briefly.
show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After I bombed.
Did you bomb?
Well, it was a struggle. I pulled out the A material quick because I could tell they were a little distant. And even that was like titters.
Yeah.
Weird people.
I was going to ask you that because before you went on stage, we like had a 5-second conversation and I was like, oh yeah, a lot of young girls in there.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that come to see me. And a lot of them probably never even been to a comedy show.
Ah.
So I was watching like what you did in your brain if you had to like go into your Rolodex of like what you were going to do for this specific crowd.
Exactly.
Is that what you did?
I went women, I went dating, I went sex. I tried to keep it. I didn't want to do like racial or, what do you call it? Controversial.
Right.
Political, anything like that. So I just went into like dating apps, huh?
Yeah.
Those are crazy.
So do you do that every time? Because what I'm noticing in New York is like it's a different demographic of people every fucking time. Except unless you're maybe at the cellar.
Well, the more mixed it is, the more diverse you can go, I think. But with them, I noticed like maybe a little dumb, a little hot.
Yeah.
Are they listening?
Oh, no, they're fine.
Okay.
I call them dumb all the time.
All right.
Yeah.
Not
Probably
saying,
one person in there had been to a comedy show.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So we took the hymen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for me too, because I started doing stand-up and my Jersey Shore stuff, a lot of people will be like, why aren't you telling Jersey Shore stories?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I literally have to look at the crowd, see if they know who I am, and how are you going to even detect that? So sometimes I have to feel it if they know who I am, and that will determine the type of material that I do.
Sure.
It's not a great feeling to have of like, I have to switch up my depending on who's in the audience. You know what I mean?
But that's part of entertainment, I think. They still are an audience who paid. You got to entertain them.
Yeah.
So you have to, right? No, because I saw you do it. I didn't know if like you could just have this universal set that you could like literally do anywhere, you know?
Yeah. I think it's good to have one of those, but I think you meet halfway. You give them a little for them, a little for you. That's what an artist should do.
Yeah. And then I posted a clip, and I don't really post many stand-up clips. I don't want to give shit away, and got a lot of hate for it. Welcome, right?
Welcome to the circus.
And dude, you're one of my top 5 comedians of all time.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I'm a
you.
big fan.
All right. Is that why I'm sitting so far away?
Yeah.
Makes you get hard?
Yeah. He's
Huge
terrific.
fan.
I feel like we're fighting. Look at this. This is an ocean.
I know.
between us.
Usually I have the
Yeah,
person there. This
I
is
could move the mic. I don't know.
Can we do a quick on the fly? Yeah, let's all be friends.
All right.
She said, that's what she said.
Yeah.
As soon as he saw me, he's like, thanks for filling it up. And I was like, that's what she said.
Oh, I was there.
I know. And I was like, wow, I can't. It felt like I was like spitting a bar to Lil Wayne.
Yeah, well, because you giggled and then you felt so happy.
I felt so happy.
Yeah.
You know?
I like it.
He didn't know, you know?
Yeah.
I said, that's what she said.
Yeah.
I'm hilarious.
You and Michael Scott. That's what his move is.
Yes.
I watched a clip of your pod and you were talking about you were demonetized on YouTube for like a day.
Yeah.
And they never told you why?
I figured it out.
Okay.
I steal people's, if people make a montage or whatever, a clip of me, I just take that and put it on my channel. And they thought I was like ripping people
stealing
off.
people's thing.
But I only take it if it's mine. I'm not going to just put on like a P. Diddy video on my channel. But if it's of me and I'm like, oh, I don't remember this, I'll just put it on my channel.
And will they report it? Is that how they, or is it just to be out?
I guess they reported it.
That's crazy.
But that's why I feel weird about the Getty Images shit. It's like you'll get sued if you post a Getty Images picture without paying for it. But I'm like, it's me.
Yeah.
It's you.
That's like $700.
I know.
Yeah. And then that's just a license.
Right.
What does a license mean? I can only use this for 3 years on my page. I have to take it down and renew it or something like that.
Yeah, I never got that stuff. Like if George Clooney or somebody wears Nikes and you photograph him, you got to pay George Clooney to wear your Nikes. But if you go to the TMZ and just shoot at an airport, George Clooney, that's free.
That's actually very.
I don't understand that.
And I feel like the picture looks better with the Getty images.
Well, that's the new flex.
Oh,
that's the new flex. It used to be ghetto.
Yeah.
It used to be like, oh, you can't afford this. But now it's like
post that shit.
Yeah, it's like a little bit of a rebellious kind of thing. One day you'll make it a Getty image.
I already did.
You did?
Yeah, when I was 19.
Who'd you bang?
Jared Fogle. Epstein? Who are we talking? Are you on the island?
So I posted a clip and I like don't care about like criticism or hate or anything like that. But I was getting a little bit frustrated that like I posted a crowd work clip once and they were like, yeah, stick to stripping, stick to reality TV. But I'm like, you didn't even see me do stand up.
Yeah.
So like the premise of the hate didn't even make sense to me.
Right.
You know, like if you say like you can't take one sentence of this podcast and be like, I hate Vinny's podcast. But that's what happens nowadays.
That's all they do.
And I don't know, maybe it's because they just don't view me as that. Like I wouldn't, if I didn't laugh at one of your jokes from one of your clips, I wouldn't be like, he should quit stand up.
Right.
I would just be like, I didn't laugh at that specific joke.
I completely agree. I get that all the time. Like I'll be doing well and I'll do an abortion joke and a lady will be like, you're not funny. And I'm like, well, now I'm not funny because the one thing that bothered you, how about you don't like that joke or I'm not funny to you, but now I'm all of a sudden not funny. General blanket statement.
Yeah. And like, but you know, people, you've been so proven of seeing your entire act that I think people understand that. So they're going to be like, I'm not going to judge him for this one thing he said when we've seen him kill a million times.
And there's always those people that are
just like, you suck in general.
And you just
say
the word. They don't even hear the joke. They just hear abortion and they're like, I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got it last night at the Cellar. I was on stage for 30 seconds. I went, I live around here. And some lady goes, rich asshole. Yeah. And I'm like, I could be homeless. I don't know. Like, you don't know anything about me.
Did you say that on stage? I could be homeless.
I did. Yeah. And then I said, why do you hate me? And she was like, I don't know. I got a bad feeling. And I'm like,
really?
You can't backtrack now. So she's got to like double down.
Anyway, I was saying Mark was one of my top five. Well, back to sucking your dick.
Sure.
Top 5 comics.
I think you're his top one, but
top 1 comics.
Come on.
I have a couple. I have a couple that I like, but I don't know. I was telling you about my show a little bit too. I'm like, I don't know. You just feel like you just break down comedy to like what it is of just telling jokes, because like I know a lot of comedians. I know like I watch like Russell Peters and shit.
Oh, sure.
He's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I can't really comprehend doing that, what he's doing myself.
Right.
You know, like he's there, he's putting the crowd under some kind of like hypnosis. He's in like a theater. Mm-hmm. There's like 2 DJs behind him. He's doing like all these different accents and shit. And then I see you and I'm like, wow, this like it's so raw. It's like just telling jokes. And not that you're joke to joke, like Jimmy Carr or something like that, but it's just like observational, like this is not to, I don't want to sound like I'm discrediting you, but like if I read those jokes, people would laugh because they're just funny in themselves.
Jeez, well, this is getting too awkward, but I appreciate it.
Fuck!
No,
I was trying to go.
You can't compliment
awkward in a good way.
So did he?
Yeah, no, it's good.
Good,
I just feel uncomfortable because you're
I don't like
so
that
nice.
either. I don't like that either.
Call me a homo or something and just even it out.
Faggot.
Thank you.
Wait, I have a question. That thing at New York Comedy Club, was that an ad? Remember when like you were pulled off stage?
Oh yeah. So
it was never debunked for me.
Basically, Donald Glover had a show coming out, and they were doing all these pranks. Like they went on Tyra Banks, and they went on me. So they said, "Hey, will you headline this show?" And I said, "Sure." And they go, "Something weird's gonna happen. We're not gonna tell you what." And I was like, "Oh, all right." They're paying me a ton of money to headline. I get to do an hour in the city.
Yeah.
So I was 45 minutes in, and a guy walks on stage, and I was like, "Oh, this must be the weird thing."
Imagine it wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine a real shooter, and he's like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I get the bit. He's like, I'll kill you.
So then a guy goes over and pulls me off stage, goes, get off stage. I go, oh, okay. And I got off stage. And that was all that was filmed by a woman in the front row. She filmed just me getting pulled off with a guy on. So they thought the internet took it and ran.
And the showrunner girl was so good. Her acting.
Yes.
She was like, you just have to go right now.
Yeah, everyone hated her.
Afterwards?
No, like the comments because
really?
because they were all like, that's exactly not how to act if like, because everyone thought it was real.
Yeah.
And she was like, everyone remain calm. And they were like, you're not making everyone calm.
Yeah. That blew up.
Remember we said, we sent it to each other because we were like, I was like, yo, be careful in all these comedy clubs.
Yeah. I was like, we're really risking our lives out there.
Yeah.
Shit can happen anywhere though. You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
You got to be prepared of what to do.
That's true.
One time I was getting an MRI and I was just like in the thing. You ever get an MRI before?
No, but I've seen it.
It's like you're in like a coffin and like in the city, it's like you're in a basement. I'm in a basement in a closed room in a coffin right now. Like, what would I do if like the world ended? You know? I guess I shouldn't think like that, but
hey, you never know. We can get attacked.
It's an anxiety thing. Always looking for a way out, like an escape and stuff like that.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, you should see my old apartment. It was about the size of an MRI machine. But
yeah. So you took the city bike here. I'm a big city bike guy myself.
Yes.
The electronic. And I was like saying like it's like the wild, wild west out there. Like,
oh yeah.
I don't think helmets are even
legal. You guys ride on the street?
Oh yeah.
That's insane.
You have to. You can't ride on the sidewalk.
No, that's illegal.
So who would you like if you got hit by a car? What would you just like? Do you
just deal with it?
Yeah, you did, right? You got.
Well, one time I hit a bump so bad I was going like 1,000,000 miles an hour on 8th Avenue. Hit a bump, flew over the handlebars. It was during winter. Had gloves on. Scraped the gloves up. Saw the skin. Went unconscious. Woke up to about 4 construction workers pulling me off to the side. And they put me on the sidewalk. They're like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed that I was like, "I'm good." And I like wobbled out of there.
And your ass was sore for a week after.
Yeah, exactly.
I love making the zinger to Mark Norman. This is like my...
Yeah, bring it on. I love a zinger.
Your shoes are so white.
Oh, thanks. They were a gift from the Netflix fest.
Oh, shit. So they're brand new.
Brand new.
Like white guys don't usually maintain that.
No, I'm actually looking forward to scuffing them up.
It's a great color.
Oh, thank you. White is the best.
Yeah.
No, they're like your color. They're like white with a little hint of red.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You got a little sunburn.
Oh, yeah, I know. I was out in the sun all day drinking.
Mark, one day you're going to be able to compete with me comedically. You know what I mean? Just really stick to your dreams and you'll get there.
Now, do you have people wanting, because I'm sure everybody's like, tell me about the Jersey Shore in the crowd, but like, do you want to talk about that or not?
I would if there was like a universal way to make reality shows funny. I don't necessarily, I'm not a storyteller. That's why I love what you do, because I feel like comedy has like been, I thought that was the only way to do it.
Right.
Was to tell stories. And I can tell stories to my friends, but like, I don't know if I would do that on stage and write on stage like people do.
Yeah.
I like to come in with like a prepared.
Yes.
Write on stage?
Rarely. If I'll riff something sometimes and I'll keep it rarely, but I gotta go. I'm at the lab really writing it out.
Yeah. I would love like some observational shit about like, so like I was it's really interesting when when you're getting filmed having sex, like, and then make a joke about that. You know what I mean?
Same. But I had a weird upbringing, so people are always like, "Why don't you talk about that?" And I'm like, that doesn't interest me. And I know it might interest you, but like, you got to write what you think is funny.
Yeah.
So if I don't think my childhood was that
in it.
Yeah. So people are always getting on me about that.
Because yours is more like observational rather than like a personal.
Yeah. I like an idea or a take. Like, you're like, you fell off your bike in construction. Where's that bit? That's got to be a bit. And now I feel pressure to write a bit about it and I can't think of anything.
Yeah. Right. Like, wasn't that fun?
And then you have to like keep getting like emotional in the bit. And then like you're like acting out.
Yeah, you have to have like a sense memory of like your dad leaving and you're like, this is not even funny to me.
Right.
Yeah.
One time I said it felt funny and then like I can't keep, Then
you got to force it. It just doesn't work.
Dude, my favorite is like watching your clips of not the clips, like the YouTube videos of when you're just working shit out, like in Philly and stuff like that. And you just like go up there and you're headlining those shows, right?
Yeah.
So were there comics on before you?
Yeah, I have like an opener who goes on and gets them kind of warmed up, and then I go up and I'll do like the tried and true, get them to trust you, and then you start breaking out the new stuff slowly. And if you feel like it's going horribly, you go back to some tried and true, and then you know we call it sandwiching. You sandwich the new.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do with the Vinny and Friends, but at the same time, like it felt maybe because they weren't comedy fans, like it was supposed to feel like low stakes because it was my fans. But do you ever feel like that? Like now you're
Totally.
you're headlining a club, and it's just like, guys, you might have came to the wrong show. Like
All the time.
I'm trying new shit here, you know?
Yeah, and they're like, this guy's funny. This guy's good. If, you can see like a lot of like girlfriends will come with their boyfriend. The boyfriend's a fan, and the girl's like, this guy sucks.
You're like, I've never said this out loud before.
They made it a night out.
People don't understand that. Yeah.
I know, but then some guys like a Tom Segura will do like working it out tour. And so you see him with a notepad and all this shit, notes going up there. So I think some people, real comedy fans, want that part.
Yeah.
But that's rare.
No, I love watching it. But yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, maybe we should call it like Vinny's learning comedy or
That's
something
good.
like that.
Yeah.
Just so like they know what it is. You know what I mean?
Or like new joke night.
Yeah, new
Vinny's
joke is
new
good.
joke, something.
Well, we're the only art form or whatever you want to call it that has to do it in front of people. Like a garage band's out in the garage tinkering away for years. We got to do this new thing. Like imagine a surgeon like, I can't do this without an audience.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
You got a little dummy
funny.
thing you're cutting into.
Yeah. We were talking about you. Giannis was here. And we were watching you in the Marisa video.
Oh, classic.
And it was great. You guys were probably just like a group of young comics, not famous.
22, 23 years old, drunk.
Wow.
Idiot. Yeah. Virgin.
Yeah.
Not really. But yeah. Those were wild times. Just didn't have a care in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Living in Brooklyn, just poor, full of hope. Got mugged a few times.
Right.
Good times.
Wow.
So do you and then that like there's like a new class now that are going to be you guys like in 20 years?
Totally. I mean, it's a different ball game now with the internet and the social media and the clips and you see every open micer's got 8 guys with a rig and a fucking boom mic, they're all filming shit.
What
They're
do
all
you
doing
think of
crowd
that?
work. I think it's good in some ways, but it's bad because they're putting shit out too early. Anonymity is incredibly underrated. You should hide in the shadows and get good quietly before. But everybody, the allure of being online and getting clicks and all that shit is so tempting that I think it's hurting them.
Yeah,
right.
So there's good and there's bad. Like there's no gatekeepers now, which is cool, but you got to gatekeep yourself.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I kind of do it in the shadows for the most part. That stand one is the only one that was the first like posting one. You know what I mean?
He does Greenwich a lot.
Yeah, I go to like Greenwich like almost every night.
Smart.
Barbershop.
Smart. Good for you.
Oh yeah. I'm trying to like do it. I did like UCB and like sketch comedy for like years and stuff like that. So I kind of know like sketch and writing and joke writing and stuff. So it's not like completely foreign to me.
Yeah.
Just figuring out how to do it on stage and like I said before, doing it with different people in front of me.
Yeah.
Because like I can say the same fucking thing 2 nights in a row and one time it's hilarious.
Yes.
And the next night no one laughs.
So frustrating about stand-up. You shoot a basketball, it goes in, it's 2 points everywhere, all over the country. But with stand-up, you can go 2 blocks away and the joke will bomb.
Yeah.
Same joke.
Do you think that that's like a what is that? Is it an energy thing? Are you delivering it differently and you delivered it amazingly subconsciously the first time? Or is it really just the people?
Well, that's the thing about stand-up. There's so many factors. Could be delivery, could be the people, could be the order you put it in the set, could be if they know you or not. If I go up and tell a black people joke, if my crowd thinks it's funny because they know I'm not racist.
Yeah.
But a random crowd's like, why is this guy talking about black people?
Yeah.
You know? So like you have to learn that part and then teach them, hey, I don't hate black people, and then do the joke.
Yeah, they have to trust you.
Yeah. So that's a big part of stand-up that no one tells you about is like how they perceive you.
How they perceive you. It's like rolling energy. It's about like the energy of the set. Like if I try to introduce a bit that doesn't have like a couple of other like good energy before it, that bit will like bomb now.
Yes, momentum.
But if it had momentum going into it, so like I would like my anxiety bit that I posted, like it's been bombing because before it did well because I think it had good momentum. But then I put something new in front of it. And now that bit, no one's laughing at it. And I'm like, it's the same bit.
Same bit. Yeah. That's how flimsy this fucking craft is.
When do you throw out a joke? Like, is there like a certain amount of times, like if it's like, okay, like it worked and now it's not working, will you just toss it or you like rework it?
I'll toss it or I'll put it on the back burner, maybe come back in like 6 months and maybe one little thing is missing from it. Like instead of saying I did this, I'll say my friend did it. I'll just make that up and that'll hit. So you never know. So, but sometimes you can throw a bit out and even if it doesn't kill, you can feel the audience is like,
there's something there.
There's something there. Yeah. That's what I do first before I like try to even like waste time making a bit out of it. I'm like, let me just introduce this concept and see if they like it a little bit like that.
You can feel that. It's almost like a lady where you walk up to her at a bar and you're like, and you can feel her like, oh,
yeah,
like, all right, I'll leave now. But sometimes she's like, maybe.
I've told this story before. I like went up to this girl in the gym and she's so fucking hot. Everybody has their eyes on her. It's a weird gym. It's the Soho Equinox. So it's like the gay one.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Yes, steam room. I'll see you there, Ralph.
Again.
He's not laughing.
That's funny.
Dude, I'm like playing basketball with like
I know.
Jalen Brunson right now. This is great. Who's also a friend of mine.
I feel like I'm imposing.
You know Brunson?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can introduce you guys.
I would love to. I'm a fan.
Wait, so like it's the gay one. It's the gay one. And this like one hot girl is there. She looked like not you. She looks like she'd be like in a Miami gym. You know, she's like curvy. She's not Latina, but she kind of looks like that. And I just like, I hate going up to girls in the gym or anywhere where like they're forced to be in the same room as me. I feel like in a bar, in a club, if I'm going up to you, you got to expect it. Like you're kind of asking for it, you know?
Sure.
But that sounded...
Clip that.
Yeah, clip that. Yeah.
Asking for the social interaction.
Sure.
Okay.
Plus, we've all seen these gym videos where like the guy keeps staring at me.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And it's
filming.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the hip fucking.
And it'll be like a guy's not even staring, just like looking around.
Yeah,
it's so weird.
Well, you know, there's a guy that like, there's like a meathead guy that does reaction videos.
He's
Joey
like,
Swole.
Technically.
Yeah. He breaks them down. But anyway, so I went up to the girl and it was exactly that. I was like trying to find, it's so hard to get that gauge in a gym of whether or not you should do that or not. So I just went for it. And then she pointed to her headphones. And I thought that I was like, oh my God, is she about to be like, get the fuck away from me?
Yeah.
But it was a good point. It was, hold on a second. Let me take these out.
Oh.
Takes them out. And then I said, were you running on the West Side Highway recently? I took it outside the gym.
Smart.
That's some psychology.
Not like, can I give you a tip on how to squat? You know what I mean? Girls hate that. And then she said, she was like, oh my God, don't tell me you saw me.
Oh, you're in.
I was in.
You're in, baby.
But I've also said, now.
Did she know who you were?
I don't know. I was hoping so. I was hoping that would help me.
That helps. That gives you like a 40% boost.
Yeah.
Sometimes like with comedy too. Either it helps. Either like if I can use it, I try to use it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I use that energy?
True.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
It's like tits. Use them if you have them.
Yeah.
So I took it outside, but now I don't know what to say to her because I don't know how to do the second thing because we're still back in the gym.
Right.
And but I saw her on the West Side Highway.
Why did you?
I saw her on the West Side Highway. We said hi, but then I fucked it up.
Another time after the Equinox?
Another time after it. And then she stops. And then, bro, this was like a movie. And like, this is how fucking socially awkward I am. She goes, yeah, she's like, I'm on my run right now. She goes, I might take a little break though. And she starts to like look around. And I just go, all right, have a good day.
You thought she wanted to leave, like end the conversation?
I think afterwards, I was like, should I have invited her to sit down?
Of course.
What would have I said? Oh, if you want to take a break, there's a seat here.
Yeah, because that might have been her being like, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't know.
That's what I say. I'm like, oh, I'm tired.
I don't know. What if this girl's my wife and I'm blowing it this whole time? Then I'm going to start a relationship with a whole other girl that I don't like. And she was the one the whole time, the one that I fucking loved in the gym.
Yeah, well, she sounds like a hooker. She's on the West Side Highway.
Yeah, what?
Talking to men.
No,
but
bougie West Side Highway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what Tribeca?
Oh, all right. I'm just picturing a woman on the highway doing this shit.
No.
All right. But yeah, see how hard it is to interpret? We have to just guess what women are thinking. And women are like, oh, I'm so clueless. And I'm like, we got to read your mind.
Yeah.
Or else we go to jail.
You have that bit about nice guys, jerks. I know it's old.
Oh, yeah. Wow. That is old. Yeah.
But it's so true. Like some women, they want the nice guy and some women are really attracted to jerks. Like I'm attracted to the nice guy. Like I don't like a guy who's like passive aggressive or like pretends he doesn't like me.
Yeah.
The guy's like, I like you. I'm like, really? But some women are like, I have friends who are like, they love a guy that like hates them.
Like
and they'll have dads too. I don't know. It's just like a kink of theirs.
That's weird. I like when a girl like initiates the initiation.
Love
just
initiate.
Open that little door because I'm never gonna like try to open it myself, and then I'll take it from there.
Yeah. Well, you're famously on TV saying, or people saying you had a huge hog. Yes. So that's out there in the world, which I would make that my
identity,
my pinned video.
Yeah, I know. It was from the girl that said it is married now.
Well, I mean, a woman said it. That's all you need.
Yeah, I know.
He said it's the size of this mic.
No. It was interesting time because I wasn't really like that poppin' on the show. I didn't have a catchphrase. I didn't have a nickname. Like being the regular Joe Schmo on reality TV is not great.
Right.
You know, like everyone else had like, you know, Ronnie was like jacked and we used to fight people and Mike was like the situation and Paulie was the DJ. And then there was just Vinny. And then that was like the best cosign.
That was the thing that happened.
What?
That made you big. The big dick.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Hey. So that wasn't like the main thing. It was just one of the things that was floating around out there.
Pretty good floater.
Pretty good floater.
Really good floater.
Pretty good floater.
Mine does not float.
No.
It is a real dinghy.
Yeah.
Little guy.
Did you get into acting?
I can't act.
Really?
Yeah, I'm too baked into this twink that I'm in. I can't get out of it. Like if I was in a movie like, oh, the bomb, so we're in the war. You know, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
So I just can't act.
You could be you in a movie.
I could be me, yeah. If they make a movie about an awkward retard, I'll take it.
Who sees the bomb?
But that's why I feel like people love you. I feel like you have this whole group of like comedians and shit. Then I feel like you're like in your own pillar, like your own style, like.
No,
giving them compliment.
I love it.
But I'm like not just sucking your dick. Like this is like a conversation. Like this is like the things that I observe. You know what I mean?
Oh, hey, thanks. I'll take it. I mean, when I started, everybody was like, "You got to stop doing that voice. You got to stop being awkward. You got to do this. You got to do that." So you got to just go with you.
Right.
Like you said, you were socially awkward. I would lean into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, right. Exactly. Because like when I did. Like back in the day, like I did Gotham Comedy Live as like just some TV gig.
Oh yeah.
And it's like 10 minutes of live TV. And I just acted like a comic. I was being animated.
Yes.
I was doing a thing where you talk and then you look at the crowd.
Yeah, you like wait for their laugh. Yeah.
Oh,
and I'm like, but what pisses me off though is that I go see comics like that and they kill.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, like, you know, I can't do that. I can't be that like engaging and put them under the
but it's
spell.
also like a little disingenuous, I feel, for you to do that.
Yes.
Right. So when it's disingenuous, they want authenticity probably.
Yes.
They want real. So if you're really like an awkward guy.
Yeah. Well, how long did it take for you to like know your voice and like
Well, I tried a weird name at first. I tried different. I was trying to be Norm Macdonald so bad, and I tried to do Seinfeld stuff. Like, what's the deal with couches? How come sometimes they're sofas, sometimes they're couches? What's going on there?
Yeah,
that didn't work. So it just took a while, and I started noticing patterns in my act. Like, oh, I keep talking about this a lot. I do jokes like this. Maybe I should lean into that. And it took me about like 8 years, 9 years.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a long haul.
Yeah, but we were talking to this, you know, Josh Peck he's like an actor. He was on Drake and Josh back in the day.
Yes.
He was big, now he's skinny.
Yeah.
So he has a podcast and his co-host, this guy named Ben, his wife is her Instagram page is Girl with No Job, and she just has a huge podcast and a huge following. And I was like, and she does stand up now, and she like can do like the garden and shit because her followers like love her so much. So I was like, oh, how was she preparing for that? Was she like out doing what I'm doing, like going in the basements and shit? He's like, no, she's like, she just went on tour with her fans. And I was like, not like he would. I actually brought you up. Fuck, I'm such a groupie. I was like, I get that. That's great. Because he was saying, like, who's going to end up coming to see you eventually? It's going to be people that love you.
Yeah.
So it's like not like a bad thing. But then I was like, yeah, but there's like a guy named Marknormand that can like go in front of like any room. He can come to my room. Then he can go to the cellar.
A black room.
And then he can like just still know how to be a comic. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think the first couple years, not for you because you're a TV guy, but the first years, you have to be as broad and mainstream as possible because you're just taking any gig you can get.
Yeah.
Right.
So you kind of learn how to, all right, dating, sex, family, drinking, eating, all the main stuff that everybody does. But after a while, you can kind of hone in on your thing.
See, that's what the annoying part is about, like, remember I was telling you last time, because you were like, do a Jordan Peterson impression or something like that. I'm like, not everyone knows who that is. So I think of these genius jokes.
Jordan Peterson
Really?
impression.
Not amazing.
It's pretty.
It's okay.
I'd love to see it.
Clean your room. Stop being a Marxist.
That's pretty good, Mickey Mouse.
Trans people don't matter.
That's a Chappelle bit.
Thank you. Yeah, but like, I'm like, unless you're talking about your fucking girlfriend or your kids or your husband, I'm like, you feel, it's like what you said. Do you want to talk about Jersey Shore? It's like, I do if they want to hear about it, but I don't feel good about there unless I go with something like super universal, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's commendable that you're trying to be a real stand-up.
Yeah.
Not like, I just get the fan money and get out.
Yeah, I wouldn't really know.
I would be scared to like just do in front of like, I don't know, 10,000 people comedy without like doing 1,000 open mics. Like I can't even imagine that.
Bananas.
Because I just like, I would lose fans so fast. Because I feel like what you're doing comedically is very different than like online. Like,
it's a little disrespectful. Like, what if I was like, I'll be in the NFL?
Yeah.
I'm going to go up against Odell Beckham and try to tackle him.
Yeah.
You know, like, come on. We've been working at this for years.
Yeah.
But I will say, though, that comics and the comedy scene is like, I know they take everybody. It's like a joke about that. They've been like super welcoming because I think of how hard it is.
Yeah.
That they're just like, no one, I mean, I'm sure they talk shit about me as soon as I leave like the green room or whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, no, I don't talk shit about you.
But for the most part, comedians are like very welcome. Like every time there's like a bigger, that's the thing too about the fans trolling and shit. I'm like, guys, you know who's not hating and giving me advice? Comedians.
Yeah.
Like that have been doing it. Cause like you just said, you kind of struggled on my show as well.
Yes.
And you're a fucking one of the best to do it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think comics, you're down there in the basement with it. You're in the trenches.
Yeah.
And I think that means a lot to us.
Yeah, they love it. Like if you're hitting like 5 open mics, like a bigger comedian will like commend that more.
Yeah, but they try to like, there could be like the biggest comedian in the world, like headlining the Cellar and shit. And if they know me, they'd be like, you want to go on? I'm like, no, like you just said, I can't play in the NFL yet.
But some people would do that, which I don't.
Yes. And it never goes well.
Yeah.
I got to see that. I get my most inspiration from people not doing well. Just because it's like, oh, okay, like I could.
Well, from like people you really respect, and you're like, oh, damn.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Well, I could tell you some John Mayer stories that would make you feel pretty good about you.
He went on stage.
He tried to do stand up for like 10 minutes and went to the Cellar and all this, and
you can't do it at the Cellar.
It was ugly.
You can't do it at the Cellar.
That's what's great about stand up. This guy was a huge celebrity, good looking guy. He's like 6'4", big, massive celebrity, and he went on. Yeah, huge hog. And then he went on for like a minute, and you're like, whoa, look at that.
Yeah.
And then a minute and a half, it's like, what are you getting, falafel?
It's the most humbling thing.
It is, and that's what's great about it.
He's telling a story about like the first time he got a guitar or something.
But then it works for some people, I guess. Like you can just like, you know what I mean? Like some
comedy, like the fame? Not really.
I mean, like, like what you said about the girl. Like, I don't know. I guess it's just her fans.
Because she has, those were her fans.
Oh, yeah.
Mayer was going up at the Cellar.
Where it's like comedy fans.
Yeah. They didn't, I mean, he got a big pop, but it dwindled real quick.
Yeah.
Was it like you get 3 minutes or 2 minutes? Is that the thing? Or like Seinfeld said that?
Yeah.
Of
you get like 2 minutes
the
of
grace. Yeah.
But
how do you do, like with your, this is like Vinny's comedy school. I brought you here. I was going to say like, because you're not like that kind of like run around the stage like crazy guy.
No.
How do you go up in front of thousands of people? Because now the energy I feel like is different, like the volume, the way the sound travels, like, or do you like Louis, like the same thing. Like I'm like, Louis doesn't seem to change his energy level because depending on what stage he's on.
That's true, yeah.
Because sometimes when I'm in a bigger room, I feel like I have to start screaming it at them. You know what I mean? But do you not do that or?
No, I mean I'm doing theaters and I'll walk back and forth a little bit just to get their eyes on me still, but that's about it.
The voice is the same.
Yeah,
like
same. Just make the mic louder.
So don't worry about them. Do you just keep doing yourself?
Keep doing you. That'd be weird if, Stephen Wright, I don't know if you're aware of him.
Yeah.
He's like the most monotone, low energy guy. But it'd be weird if he went in there like, hey, everybody, what's shaking?
Yeah.
You gotta just still be you.
That's me doing my Chippendales thing. I'm like, hey, what's up?
He was a stripper for a while.
Yeah,
really? Well, there's the hog.
Yeah. Grower, not a shower, though. because it all fit into like a tiny cock sock.
Oh, a little banana hammock.
Yeah, a little banana hammock. But but it was like, you know, cool. It was like headline. I always wanted to like headline some kind of show in Vegas. And I'm not a DJ. That's like a lot of the route that reality stars go.
I noticed that, which says a lot about DJs. How talented are you if Paris Hilton can do it?
Yeah. A lot of the influencers do it. A lot of the hot girls that were just sticking their ass out.
Yeah.
Now they're fucking
and they'll be like raw footage. Like, this person sucks at DJing.
Yeah, but they get paid so much fucking money.
Really?
They get paid probably like 50 grand and shit to do shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what about the finances? I'm so curious with the. You don't have to tell me how much money you make, but no, with like reality TV, you were on for so long.
Yeah.
And you do some personal appearance stuff. Are you set for life?
For life would be challenging. Because you know I'm 36 and you know, but what happened was like the first run of it, we didn't get paid for the first couple seasons because we were brand new. Back then, they like literally would give the talent zero. Now that might be illegal.
Yeah,
like if they're on like a Netflix show, they at least have to give them like $1,000 an episode or something to like just live.
Yeah.
By the end of the seasons, we were like racking up like a couple million.
Whoa!
But that's not like, but when it ended, because Jersey Shore ended for like 6 years, and you know I had like a couple million in the bank, and I was like, all right, like this feels better than having nothing.
Yeah.
But I never felt like I could live the rest of my life off of that.
Right.
Then when it came back, we're on our 7th season of the new school Jersey Shore. It's like, did you ever see like Saved by the Bell, the Wonder Years or whatever the fuck?
College years?
The college years.
Yes.
That's what we do now.
Oh.
It's like family vacation. They're all
family
married.
vacation. We're all like married and shit. I'm the only single one. And that one put me at a place where I feel like more financially free. I don't know about still for the rest of my life, but definitely sitting in a good position.
All right. That's great.
So that allows me the freedom to like invest in myself for like podcasting, doing all these stand-up shit like for free, doing like, you know, it's making a couple $1,000s to just go on the road or something like that. I am curious though, and I'll throw it back to you, is like, when do you start making money doing stand-up, you know?
I'll tell you when you do the road. Once you hit the road, you make some real dough.
The road where though? Because I could get booked on the road, but like I can't picture. It's when you're headlining like for like a whole weekend, right?
Yeah, you could do a theater show one night in Denver and then route it like Friday do Denver and then Saturday do Salt Lake City and then fly home.
But theaters.
Yeah.
You're not really making money in the clubs, right?
You could do pretty well in a club if you add shows. All about adding shows. So you do Thursday, 1 show, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday.
It's like Chippendales.
Like funny bone. Yeah.
Yeah. And then like you walk away with like a double digit, well, what's it, like five figures or something like that?
Yeah, something like 100,000.
Okay.
We'll
for like a club?
For a club, but if you add
That's
like
good.
2 shows and you sell it all out.
Yeah. Wow.
And you could probably have a high ticket because you're a name with a hog.
Yeah.
And you get some merch, cocksock merch.
Cocksock merch.
What do you think is a good high ticket price?
For old Vin here?
No, but the comedy level too.
Oh,
that's the thing.
That's true.
Well, like a Jerry Seinfeld's $150, but that's Jerry Seinfeld.
Okay.
And then a bigger guy like a Shane Gillis, who's doing arenas now, or Andrew Schultz, I would assume is like 75, 60, something like that.
Okay.
So when you do the road and you do like the whole weekend set up there, and you know, but you have to pretty much probably have like an hour if those people are coming to see you, right? Like they want to physically see you on the stage.
You gotta have an act
for like an hour.
Yeah, or else the internet will go at your ass.
But you do like when you do it, I guess you have 2 different versions: the trying shit out version, and then like your actual headlining version, or is it always like you'll try shit out too?
I'm in the city in the week. I did 5 sets last night, and that was all trying out.
Okay.
And then on the road is you bring them the heat.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that's why you do these city spots, these 15 minutes here and there.
But I see you like taking like suggestions and doing Q&As and type shit.
Oh,
like that's on the road too, right?
That's on the road with that. I do my full set, and then I do like, you guys have any questions? Hit me up. And then they'll start yelling out like Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, or Taylor Swift. And then you just hit them with some.
Because I can
jokes.
like do that and like kill some time doing that. You know what I mean?
But
I'm trying to take as much time up as possible.
Yeah, that works.
You don't do any crowd work, right?
No, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed with crowd work. I think it's a skill. I think it's great, but I think people abused it.
Yeah.
It's done to death.
Also, when you've seen so much of it, it kind of is like you've seen kind of every.
Well, the problem is I want to do it, but I don't want to like ask the same questions of where you're from and how long you guys been together.
Yes, exactly.
I want to like play a game or something. I don't know. Like
that's better.
I'm all about crowd work, but it's not like I feel so cringy being like, where are you guys from? And then it makes me feel like I'm like, damn, I must be really a bad comedian because all these other comedians do it so well. I saw this hilarious TikTok clip. I don't know who the fucking guy was, but he's like working on my crowd work, and then he just kept doing the basic questions. It was in a real club. He's like, where are you from? And then they were like, Texas. He's like, nice. How long you guys been together? No, he was doing it on purpose. I think, as some kind of like satirical,
like a meta thing.
Yeah. And then they're like, he's like, what do you do for work? He's like, nice. He just
funny.
like kept doing it.
That's funny. Well, see, as long as you come with an original take on it, a spin,
now
I like
comics are starting to like fire back a little bit at the whole crowd work thing.
And I want to say just for the record, I'm not anti crowd work, but I think comics are leaning on it.
Yeah.
Like more than they are. The material should come first. Crowd work should almost be like a little extra thing you do at your show, or like if you get heckled, you zing the guy. But I had a comic the other day who went up and did like 99% crowd work and then did one joke at the end and then brought me up. And so then I'm like, so Uber's weird. And they're like, why isn't he talking?
Was he the host?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the host, you're like, set him up with Joe. This is a stand-up show. You're not doing stand-up.
What do you feel about that? Because I host a lot and I try to do more material. But
thank God.
Yeah, I remember I did one hosting set. I did like all material, and Todd Barry was like, "Thank you for doing material." I didn't realize how many comedians like wanted hosts to do material, because online when I watch hosts, a lot of the time it's just like,
crowd.
You're fucking gay, blah blah blah, and then you bring up a comedian that has written a ton of jokes and work out, and they're not ready at all.
I just don't get it, because like, what if Jimmy Fallon comes calling, and then the guy's like, he's on Fallon, like, what are you, from Jersey, you fucking retard? And you're like, what? The guy's like, what? They're 20 feet away. There's cameras on you. The whole thing sucks. So you got to have an act.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Speaking of, we'll stop talking about comedy because we don't have that long. No, I could do it all day. But no, we were excited about just asking you.
Bring it on.
Doing our own questions with you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So the first thing was when we were backstage, I had just met you, and like 5 seconds later, it was just when the Diddy video came out. And you're like, how about that Diddy video?
Yeah.
And then you said, towel stayed on.
The towel is the most impressive part. I'll fart, my towel falls off. This guy's kicking a woman in the head, and that thing is tied tight.
No, I know that because I did this in Chippendales. I did this whole scene. It was called Reverse Strip. Mm-hmm. And it was when I get out of the shower and the girl puts my clothes on. She dresses me. So like reverse strip, you know what I mean? So the whole first half of it, I'm in the towel. And it's like, even when you do the tie-up thing, it's hard to get it to It's fell a couple of times too.
Yeah.
It was very like anxiety ridden.
Exactly.
But Diddy was running a marathon.
Yeah.
Did he have a clip or something?
I don't know.
Wide hips. Maybe even really wide hips.
Maybe he's got wide hips, or maybe it was hard and it kept it up like a towel rack.
Like a hook.
But yeah, I feel like if he goes belly up, he can just sell towels as merch. Like the towel that never falls off. That would be his infomercial.
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to go belly up?
Oh, yeah, he's fucked.
I think it's too far now.
It's too far. And I think it came out today that Biggie's mom, which is really sad. I mean, I'm glad she's alive, but like
Mrs. Biggie
is still like killing it out here.
Yeah.
And you know, we don't have Biggie anymore.
Yeah.
But she said like she wants to like slap the daylights out of him or something like that.
The daylights.
For after she saw the video.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, also like, isn't there a possibility he killed your son?
Ooh.
Yeah. But she can't say that.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, that's like a
She'll
big one.
She'll get shot if she says that, right?
I don't know. I feel like everyone's like 50 and shit is like, they're like 50's like always trolling him. Because it's like once it's public, if 50 dies now, we're going to know where it came from. You know what I mean?
Good point. I feel like if Biggie wasn't shot, a burger would have gotten him.
Yeah.
But, sorry, that was dark.
Diabetes.
But yeah. P. Diddy fucked up so bad with that lady that now she's dating a white guy.
Yeah.
Wasn't it the trainer?
Her trainer?
I thought it was Diddy's trainer. Someone said that. I could have just heard things.
He married her right away.
Oh,
yeah.
They're married.
Yeah, they have a kid.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, if I was mad at her, I would just watch that video and feel better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
That's why when she released her statement, I was like, this is so bold considering you have like a newborn. Like, I'd be worried that the initial, before Diddy was canceled, when she released I'd be worried that he was like going to come after my family.
Yeah, but like I said, now he can't really blackmail people and shit
now
because it's so public. You know?
Totally.
Yeah.
You just come out with that.
What are your thoughts on Ozempic?
Well, I got a couple things on Ozempic. First, my friend is on it, and she wouldn't get the vaccine, but she got Ozempic, which I thought was fun. But also, I don't know. I don't know if I love it because I don't know if the jury's out. It's so new. I don't know if we got all the side effects yet. You know, it's gonna kill you or whatever. But also, we lost weight for generations. And now all of a sudden, like, well, it's really hard to lose weight. Like, well, we did it before.
Yeah.
So I worry about this like quick solution stuff is a sign of our demise as a people.
Mark, that wasn't funny.
Oh, sorry.
No,
that was too real. But no,
Where's the comedic genius?
I need to
never meet your heroes, guys.
We got to put some Ozempic in that dick. Too fat.
Yeah.
Well, then how?
You know the thing about being fat that they don't talk about.
Do you just lose your appetite?
Being skinny is the real fat.
Yeah, you lose your appetite. You're not hungry.
Okay.
Well, that's the thing too. They're saying that people are actually getting depressed on it because
like fat and hangry.
what's a life about without having food?
I can tell
all
you
these
that.
people that were enjoying food before and having fun going out to eat with, they don't even. They're like obviously like having food has a negative connotation with enjoying it too much.
Yeah.
But you could also enjoy it too little. Because if you enjoy it too little, like what's the fucking
drink?
What?
You just
I don't even know if they could do that, but yeah, I guess you could just drink.
But anyone who's on Ozempic that I know is just obsessed with it. They're like,
well, also once you come off of it, you have to stick to the you don't know calories in, calories out.
Yes, you balloon.
You don't know how to diet and stuff like that.
They're like not used to eating.
Your drinking thing is real because like I know you always joke around about drinking stuff, but just when you came in here, you're like, oh yeah, I had a beer.
Yeah.
So you'll just have a beer like in the daytime.
Yeah. Well, it was a nice day. I didn't have anything till 5, so I'll have a couple drinks.
Okay.
And then I got shows tonight. So by the time the night rolls around, I'll be square.
Do you drink like at the comedy clubs and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Are you not a drinker?
I love to drink, and people love me when I drink, but I can't do it the hangovers.
And the hangovers are bad. That's a problem.
No, like I'll literally like be obsolete the next day.
You have so many hours though before you work again.
So it's like you recover the next day?
Yeah, like I won't drink after a certain hour just to beat the hangover a little bit.
Yeah.
See, drinking for me was always like a means to an end too. I did it like when I was in a club to be socially less awkward, talk to girls and shit. I never like drank with my buddies like watching sports or anything. I never really saw the benefit of that. Like when you had your beer, did you like why were you like saying like I want to be drunk right now?
I wasn't even thinking that. I like beer and the sun
like
was shining.
Good, like kind of.
Yeah, and it's just something about drinking a beer in the sun. I feel like an American. I feel like I made it.
Maybe with like a cider.
Yeah, that too. Bring it on.
Have you ever been to like a day party like in Vegas? Like like DJs? Like I can't picture you doing that.
It's not my scene, but if I'm there, I'm
do
gonna
it together?
get drunk. Let's do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right, I'll put a sock in the bathing suit and go with you.
See, there we go. Nah, yeah, I can't picture you like clubbing and stuff.
Well, he's a married man. So.
I know.
Right. So.
Yeah, but before that, you seemed like you were probably like a bar guy.
Oh, big bar guy. Yeah,
New Orleans,
I had a good run. Yeah, from New Orleans.
How come you don't have the accent?
No, I'm from like right in the city, and it was pretty urban. So
you grew up with black people.
Yes.
Wow.
Lots. Public school kid over here.
Were you a minority?
I'm Sicilian.
No, like I'm saying in the school where you were.
I was definitely the minority.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm Sicilian too. I didn't know that. There's a lot of Italians in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's like the port, you know.
Big Italian town. Big couple little Jew pocket.
So did you date black women when you were younger?
They weren't into me, but I banged a few in New York. later in life.
Same.
Yeah.
That's his type, only black.
Really?
Oh, like not like only, but like
And, thick.
I culturally just like get along with them better. I like Caribbean culture and stuff like that. I like to like share a playlist with somebody. You know what I mean?
Fun.
Like white girls are listening to like punk rock and shit. I hate punk. I'll take country before I listen to punk. Shit like that.
But you like the hip hop.
I love hip hop. Like in a club. So clubs, I like hip hop at night. During the day, I kind of will fuck with EDM at like one of those parties, like in Vegas or something like that. But still, the EDM has to have words in it. Like Diplo is good because he like mixes Caribbean with it.
Yeah.
Like black coffee.
He's
like
been liking my posts.
He's been liking your posts?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Mainly. It's been like 4 posts. I'll wake up and another day it'll be another post.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't even, are you black?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I had no idea.
Black and white.
Black and white.
No Asian. A lot of people think I'm Asian.
Yeah, which makes her Asian.
You're not smart. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know how smart you are. But yeah, interesting. I can't do the EDM.
I can't.
I'd rather listen to a
EDM.
Muslim chant
Yeah.
than EDM.
Yeah.
I can't do
EDM
it.
is horrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, give me that any day over EDM.
Allah with a beat drop. That'd be fire.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
That was a good one.
That's another thing about you too, is like I love how you've like transcended this like cancel culture thing to where when you listen to you say this wild shit, it's not like, oh, like he's just doing it under the guise of comedy. Like it's really just funny.
Just
and
funny.
It's like undeniable, and it's just
you can
like
say anything as long as it's funny.
Yeah, I completely agree.
You can do it like Tim Dillon does it. I feel.
Yes. Well, he's a fat gay, which I think gives him like a little cred.
Yeah.
I'm a regular old honky.
Yeah, I know, but you still. So that's why even like when because dating black women is my real bless you.
Thank you.
Dating black women is like my real experience, and I like get scared to say it. And then I listened back to your set from my show, and you were just like, yeah, black women, that's my thing.
Yeah.
I just feel like it has to be really funny.
Yeah.
If you're going to start with that
and you
premise.
have to commit to it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's all white women who get mad. Like black women love that joke.
I was going to say, I can't do it because it's all white women there. Like I actually I did like a show once, and I was like, there was finally a group of black people. And I actually said that. I'm like, oh my God, I can finally do my black jokes because you guys are here.
Yeah.
And they were laughing. They were dying.
White women are probably the worst audience members.
Oh, easily. Especially if they're hot. And,
And then they think that they're laughing.
Which is all I get.
Important.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Now, let me ask you a black woman sexual question.
Yeah.
I've had sex with 4 or 5 black women, and I pulled the hair, and that was a no-go. But with white women, they're like, they love it.
There's a couple things. Some black women, they have like a weave.
Oh.
And so it's like sewn in or it's glued in, and you might be pulling out their weave. For me.
Oh, that's where I thought you were going with that. You were genuinely just asking about just pulling hair in general.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was asking about pulling weave.
Well, for me, like sometimes like if I'm going to bed, I have a boyfriend, and like, you know, we'll fool around. I slick down my hair, and then he starts like fucking it up. But it's like I need my edges laid for the next day. Versus like white women can just like sleep with their hair in like a messy bun and then brush it out. It's all about the edges, or it's just fake hair. If they had like long hair, it's like fake.
Oh, okay. That was long.
Yeah, then it will come out.
I love the black girls with the big giant curly hair.
That's what I like too.
Love that. But I love when
had that.
I love when it's no, like when like a curly hair girl is like just laying on top of you, and like all the hair is like kind of like in your face and stuff like that.
Big bush. Or you mean
bush? I like bush too.
You like bush?
You don't like bush? I like a little bit of bush.
I just got my butthole lasered for my guy.
Hey, what a lady.
So fucking
I feel
painful.
like too smooth is like a little bit weird, like a little bit like unnatural.
No, it's like baby.
Oh yeah,
kind of like a supple.
Love.
Fresh out of the shower, fully smooth. That's hot.
Yes, agreed. What about on a guy?
I like it pretty smooth. I like like not like a like you can have like balls can have some hair on it.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to shave the balls.
I'd rather that than like little ingrown random shit because like guys can't shave as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'd rather like some fluff.
You
know, what are your thoughts on like these girls like freezing their eggs?
Oh yeah,
a lot of girls nowadays, you know, they're pushing in their mid 30s, 40s. They're like, I don't need a man now because I'm just gonna freeze my eggs.
Yeah, Whitey is really like trying to hold on to youth. I think people of color have kids way younger, and that's more natural. And Whitey's like, I want to do it when I want to do it.
Yeah.
I think,
do you want kids?
I do. Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, the freezing the eggs, it's a risk.
Yeah.
But do whatever you want.
I don't want frozen kids, you know? It just tastes better when they're fresh.
I mean, I would freeze my eggs now, but I would.
Oh, here we go.
I'm 24.
Modern woman.
You're 24. You're fine.
I don't know. When would I be done with? Maybe like
35.
I don't know how it works, to be honest.
Yeah.
35.
I'd want a kid before I'm like 35, maybe.
Oh, yeah. You're fine. You don't need to freeze.
Yeah.
Today is the another hot topic. Today is I think the verdict for Trump was coming out today.
Ooh.
Not that I want to get political.
Who's the father?
I don't want to know. Yeah, what happened? I don't even know what
politics?
case it is.
Yeah, no, me neither.
I know Nancy Pelosi has huge tits. I know RFK will get shot probably. Runs in the family.
The throat guy, right?
Yeah, they call him the podcast president, even though he sounds like
Did you read his book?
devil.
The
I
real
did not,
Anthony
no.
Fauci. I read it.
Really?
My mom made me read it.
I heard it's great.
Yeah, it's an amazing book. My mom was
Really?
huge into conspiracies, like classic black woman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, black women like RFK, I think.
Oh my god.
Oh, because they're into the conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's kind of a wild card, you know, he's a dark horse. And he seems very genuine.
Yeah.
Whereas Biden's like, if you don't vote for me, you ain't gay, or whatever he says.
Black women like
voice.
him because he's a dark horse.
Yeah.
Black stallion.
But his voice throws them off though, because it just sounds like he's weak.
It's tough.
He has like a thing, right? Like a sickness.
I want to say like I don't care, but like I kind of care, you know.
Yeah, well, you can't have that guy giving speeches.
Yeah.
Saw the thing you did with Andrew Yang.
Oh yeah,
he came on your pod.
He got uncomfortable.
Yeah, and that was great. You know,
oh thanks.
You were just fucking around with him and shit.
We made Asian jokes, and he was like,
"But you're coming on a comedy podcast.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what do you?
And you're Asian.
What do you expect?
Exactly.
And you're Mark Normand. You know.
I know he got all weird, but he put the podcast on his YouTube as well, so I guess he approved of it.
Yeah,
but
that's so fucking
sweet guy. I would have voted for him if he ran.
Do you vote?
Usually not. I voted for Biden the first time just because the Trump shit got so bad that I wanted a change.
Yeah.
And now I don't know if I'll vote for him again.
I liked Vivek.
Oh, yeah, he's cute.
He was cute.
Yeah, I like him too. He was nice.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
He was a good, like,
Uh-oh. Is that
almost
your mom? All right. Black woman.
Kind of did look like her. I was like,
okay.
it was because there's a bunch of Asians that run this building. So
well, we
I thought
are
it
in
was
Chinatown.
Asian. But yeah, no, Vivek was like a cool, like, middle of the road podcast president. I feel like he was, like, pretty chill.
And he was like thin, and he knew Eminem, and he was 38.
Yeah,
that's kind of fun.
Eminem sent him a cease and desist, though. You know that?
No.
Oh yeah, he was like, because I guess Eminem was so mainstream that he couldn't let like a right winger be out there spitting his bars the whole time.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Wow. Well, I heard Eminem also did Candy, put a cease and desist on Lizzo.
Really?
No.
Oh.
That joke. All right.
Are you farting this whole time?
No, that was just my punchline indicator.
Do you work out?
I do the prison workout. I get fucked in the ass in the shower. No, I do like squats on my coffee table, and I push ups and stuff like that. I do the scaffolding pull ups.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you're able to, you have good genetics or like metabolism because you always like look the same.
Good metab. I'm very lucky.
That's the thing with me with the drinking too, is that I can't ever even go on a bender because I literally will gain like 10 pounds like quickly.
Yeah.
But if I could always just like look like this, and I would be doing what you're doing, I'd be like drinking is so fun.
It's fun. It's the best.
I love drinking.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it physically alters your appearance, that's when you have to be like,
Sometimes I'm puffy.
Puffy face.
Do you get puffy?
Puff daddy. Yeah, I get real puffy and pink. So I'm already got a pink. So when I'm puffy, I look like a fat pig.
If you're gonna do
like
an
your
hour,
vagina, real puffy and pink.
Well, mine is kind of like black and pink.
Ombre.
Black and pink. Whoa.
You've had sex with a white black woman. It's like the labies are kind of darker. And
That's
it's
true.
Just like then it's like real pink.
Love it. It's the best.
Roast beef.
Animal. It's like roast beef.
And salmon. You got both. Well, your dad's white?
Yeah.
Wow, it's usually flipped.
It's usually flipped, but he left.
That's the one that left.
Which is pretty black. I say that on stage. My little one-liner.
Wait, did he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
White dad left?
Yeah.
Whoa,
Isn't that crazy?
Changing the game, honky face.
Yep.
Good for you.
He had another kid who's really fat and ugly.
There you go.
Yeah. Are you, do you like seafood boils?
Love them. Love crawfish.
Yeah.
Have you been to Crawdaddy?
What's that?
It's a new crawfish place in
really?
LES.
I didn't know.
I don't know. Those are all, I hate them all.
Okay.
I've been to Boyle and all that. And they just put sauce on the shell. They don't know what the hell they're doing.
What do you mean? Where is the sauce supposed to go? It baked in there?
There's no sauce. Usually it's boiling in a pot full of seasoning, spices,
like dry rub
corn.
type shit.
Yeah. And then you open it and the meat has the flavor. It's boiled in. This is like some fucking Korean bullshit.
What about like alligator and frog from where you're from?
I like it.
Alligator?
Blackened alligator, frog legs are great. I like shrimp. I like oysters.
Can't do I love the food, the Creole food and shit.
Yeah.
Can't do frog though.
Really?
It's in the shape of a frog.
That hurts.
Which hurts it. And
Are there eyeballs still in it?
no, it's the
just
legs.
the leg.
I don't even know where
wing.
the meat is. It's just like a lot of like tendons. I don't want to feel like I'm eating black tendons.
Right.
No offense.
Yeah. I kind of look like a frog.
Yeah, you do.
Shut up. He wants me to get fat.
But gator, you could just chop it up like it's chicken. And
Yeah.
like season it and stuff like that.
That's so gross.
Very good. So
This is going to go viral on the Shade Room now.
Yeah,
That's what
right.
happens. No, I said I like
I
black
was on
women
the
and
Shade
it
Room.
became like a whole thing.
what's a
Black-
shade room?
It's like
You know what the Shade Room is?
It's
I
kind of
know
like a world
Charlemagne.
star.
It's like the black TMZ sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like a huge thing on Instagram and, you know.
I'll follow it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you're going to be on it. You're going to be on
Oh,
it. If I'm
great.
making that.
I'd love to go on.
Black
Bring it on.
excellence.
I love how like this is why people
shady.
love you. You're just such a normal guy. Oh my
I
God, I
know.
love you so much. No,
I would love to do the shade,
Oh my God,
the dark room,
so gay.
whatever it's
All right,
called.
we'll let you out of here soon.
I don't know. What are you guys
Oh,
eating?
man.
A donut?
That's some coffee cake. We do have
What?
We have
a
coffee
Thai,
cake.
a cheeseburger.
We have
Thai
a bu-
cheeseburger. If you want.
Action Brunson brought us a bunch of cheeseburgers and fries from a Thai burger.
Yeah.
You don't want it?
Do you want one? I'm gonna have one. Do you
He
want
brought
the
a
other?
bunch of them.
Oh, yeah. If you're not going to eat
Yeah.
one,
Yeah,
I'd
yeah,
love
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
All right, Bronson.
Grab it.
I'm not gonna because I have to
No, and there's fries.
count my calories.
And he gave us a sauce, and I was like, "Oh, is this an aioli?" And he was like, "No, it's cow bile."
Oh, we didn't even talk about
What?
that.
Yeah. We did
Cow
talk about it.
bile.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that
cow bile.
disgusting?
Yes.
I'm so glad he told me before he dipped a fry.
I got to
in it.
try it.
When you eat, when I eat, speaking of like gross things that I like to eat, when I eat lobster,
Oh,
ass,
yeah.
love eating ass,
Sure.
and my ass eaten.
Yeah. Do you like that?
I don't like it getting eaten. I feel too bad for the lady.
Yeah.
What if she likes it?
I like it.
With my
Yeah, she likes
What?
it. Well, 'cause she used
Yeah.
to be gay, so it's kind of like her version of eating pussy again.
Oh, you
Yeah.
were gay.
Ass
I was
pussy.
a lesbian, like a real one,
Okay.
but now
Yeah.
I have a wonderful boyfriend.
Not like the ones that I get with.
Yeah, he gets with these bisexual girls that like kissed a girl once. for
Yes.
him. Yeah.
The phony. That's appropriating, by the way.
Yeah.
By people who are just not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Eating ass is a little bit like, oh my God, throw
Yeah,
that.
yeah. You get to spread it.
Also, I
you know
just
what
like
I mean?
when he's happy. When you care about someone, you just want them happy.
I like it, but I do have to be clean. I have to
Yeah.
like go.
Yeah.
It turns me into like a girl when I'm like, oh, like let me go
There's
freshen
a
up.
lot of hair down there.
Yeah, I've been
Oh,
like
yeah.
a freshening up guy lately. I never used to care about that, but now like it's like an OCD thing. I have to like make sure I'm clean before she like goes down on me or anything like that.
I just don't want people behind me. That part
Yeah.
is weird.
It's
Yeah,
rough.
and it's
well,
how
you don't
you
know the
do it.
position to get into.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are you like on
Sure.
your back and I'm spreading it open? Are you like on your hands and knees?
I just
Are
do.
you-
I just lay on the back, and she tunnels her way under there,
Sometimes
like
I
a
lift
like a
up-
like a
lift up
Jew.
the
Like a
leg.
Hasidic Jew. Yeah.
The 69 is the best. Sorry.
I don't like
Ugh.
69 because you can't see it.
Yeah, you can see the
Mm.
butthole.
Some girls will flip your legs up like you're a toddler, and I keep thinking she's gonna put the Johnson and Johnson on my back.
That's what
weird.
I do. I'm like, time for
Oh.
your ass eating.
I don't like when girls put their legs up when you're on top of them, missionary.
Oh, you don't like it?
No, because like I know it feels good because like I'm hitting that spot for you,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know, like something about like your ankles up here just doesn't.
Oh, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
I want them working them like levers. I like holding the ankle.
Like you're skiing, like you're on the
sometimes
elliptical.
it kinda does
the
it.
elliptical.
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes it's painful,
Oh.
right? 'Cause
I'm
it's
also
so
like
close to
really
your
selfish
womb.
and like somehow like I don't want
Just
it.
like doggy style.
Yeah, no, like I don't want it to be like, oh, like you're mechanically hitting this spot for me. I don't want to start thinking about the mechanics of it.
Good
I want it to
point.
be like it's this passionate thing between us.
Right.
But when it becomes like, hold on, let me get into this like certain position.
Uh-huh.
Now I'm like, oh, am I hitting your cervix? Like I'm thinking about too many things. Start thinking about like my math teacher. Like it gets weird.
I get that way
it's
too.
Anatomy now.
Yeah,
it's not about passion.
I think the best position is you're on your stomach, ass up a little bit, and then he like.
But girls gotta be. You have to like lift it up a little bit. You can't just be flat on your stomach.
Right.
But a little lift up. Like a little pillow under the stomach.
Hitting the front wall.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
I see. See, I fucked a few black. I know about the front wall.
The front wall.
Oh, yeah.
How did we get to this?
I don't know.
My lady likes the dirty talk, and I'm so bad at it because if I hear me talk, I'm out. You know, I'm like, you whore, you like that, you fat cunt. You know, now I'm soft.
Yeah,
I heard your joke about it. I don't want to say it.
Oh, yeah. True story.
You got a joke about it.
She likes it.
Oh, she likes, like you said, like insult.
Yes. She loves insults.
That's like a fine line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the insult. I'm trying to think what you would do. I feel like they want to hear like you're a dirty girl, you're a slut. Like,
they don't want to hear like fat, ugly, your roots are showing. Your edges are bad.
Your face looked puffy in that photo today.
Yeah, that's how he is.
You would fucking die.
I would die. He always says my face looks fat. And that's
no, you always say that, so I do it on purpose to fuck with you.
He's a negger.
No.
Easy.
Neg.
Shade room.
Yeah. All right. We got to get out of here. So we got some burgers from you over there.
Yeah.
Mark, huge fan. Thank you so much for doing my show.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime you'll come back. Thank you for doing the podcast. This is like my favorite guest so far.
This is a big one for me. We used to watch your show. And that's what's cool about show business. You never know where you're going to end up after a few years. Like next thing we know, we'll be on P. Diddy's plane.
Yes, exactly. But also like people, you know, like when I do my show and shit, like I hope I can kind of bridge some kind of gap. You know what I mean? Because like these girls, you know, they're so used to crowd work and probably like maybe they've heard of Matt Rife and stuff like that. And I'm like, guys, you have like legends in front of you right now. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. I have like a 45-year-old cousin that's a huge fan of yours.
Oh, hey.
Every one of my friends are huge fans.
Yeah. Well, the comedy people for sure. People. You know what I mean? But the the young girls have to know, you know?
Bring it on. I appreciate it. And thanks for having me.
Where can people find you?
I'm all over the Shade Room. No, I'm Instagram, Twitter, marknormandcomedy.com. Check out my podcast and all that.
marknormandcomedy.com. All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, that was fun. That was great.
I was like hoping I could get. What's up, guys? If you like the episode, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We are building this thing from the ground up, so we need your help. And hopefully we can make this really big one day. Love you.